Howdy folks, how we doing? I'm the Reverend Danny Crosby, a Unitarian minister serving congregations in Altrincham and in Urmston in the northwest of England. I hope you're finding the love and that you're witnessing the blessings in these difficult times. It is hard, my friends, but we're all in this one together. I'm offering these devotions as my little bit of hope, doing what I can, playing my role in being a part of the solution. These devotions are offered as a balm for the heart, the mind, the spirit and the soul. The title for today's reflection is The Come Teach Me and the Go Away Tribe. Which one do you belong to? So I invite us to still ourselves. Let's invite a loving presence to be here amongst us and to awaken from deep, deep within us. I have lit the flame of freedom in this cup of belonging, acceptance and love. We join together in our physical separation, but united in our devotion to life and to love. Help us to sing for joy like the birds each morning sing their faith in being here and being alive. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. In this time and space, may you know the warmth and acceptance and love. Sometimes I feel like I have no friends. In this time and this space, may you know that you are wanted, you are needed, that you are loved, that you are accepted as you are, exactly as you are this moment. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. In this time and this space, may you know hope deep in the core of your being, in your heart and in your soul, even when you're a long way from home. May you know the love of home at the ground beneath your feet and in the depths of your own human being. Know that you belong here. I'm going to begin today's reflection with the telling of a tale that I came across from Mark Nepo. It's called The Two Tribes. Kind of creation mythos, I suppose. In the beginning, when the first humans came across each other, it went two ways. Upon seeing someone different, the more fearful one said, "You're different, go away." The other, upon seeing someone not like himself, said, "You're different, come and teach me what I don't know." While our reasoning has grown more complicated through the centuries, it's essentially the same. Go away or come teach me. Since the beginning, the two tribes have had their philosophies. The go-away tribe has always believed that human beings by their nature are self-serving and untrustworthy, in need of control. The go-away tribe believes in stringent laws and constraints, both moral and legal, to ensure that people don't run amok. The Come Teach Me tribe believes that human beings by their nature are kind and trustworthy. The Come Teach Me tribe believes in empowering laws that cultivate freedom, to ensure that people actualize their web of gifts through relationship. The truth is that we are all born into both tribes and can move from one tribe to the other depending on the level of our fear. The times of genocide throughout history mark the extreme malignant manifestation of the go-away tribe. Distorted by fear, it's not enough to just say go away, for unbridled fear turns to anger, which normalised turns into prejudice and hate. Such deep embedded fear dictates that we need to make sure that those who are different can't return. And so we exile them, jail them, hurt them, and in extremely ugly cases persecute and kill them. However, the times of enlightenment throughout history mark the extreme manifestation of the Come, Teach Me tribe, which through learning and wonder leads to eras of compassion and cooperation. Empowered by trust, curiosity turns into interdependence and a belief that we are more together than alone. When allowed to blossom, we realise that we need each other and our diversity of gifts to make life whole. It matters from which tribe we are living, our little and yet no less significant lives. So a bit of wisdom there from Mark Nepo. Fear in any form can be a deeply corrosive emotion. In its worst aspects, it can lead to deep trust and paranoia. If it grips our psyche, it can destroy us from within and lead to destruction without. We live in fearful times, whether that be of environmental destruction, economic turmoil, the coronavirus. It would appear that the tribe that distrust becomes the dominant one. At the moment, it would appear that way anyway. Now, I'm not in denial of the very real dangers present in life. My head is not buried in the ground. No, proper precautions with the current virus need to be followed, and remedies to the environmental crisis need to be found too, as well as the economic troubles that we're all facing. These troubles are very real. There is, though, an equally corrosive disease eating its way through life. This is the one of division, the one that sees the other as different, nay dangerous actually. This at its extreme paranoid level leads to the worst kind of destruction. Not just on a material, external level either, but also within our own individual human souls. Fear can be the most dangerous, destructive, infectious disease that consumes and destroys life. Fear can be deeply addictive too, and it can become all-consuming. Perhaps there's a better way, the open way, the courageous way, the path of love that sees the other as a part of the self and not separate and something to fear. Love, it is said, is the opposite of fear. It is said that we humans are not as complicated as we often think that we are basically motivated by two forces, the same two forces that have motivated the two tribes. These two forces are fear and love. When fear takes hold, we close in, we shut down, we pull away from life. When we are in love, we open to all that life has to offer us with passion, excitement, and acceptance. If you would like to understand the current state of your own humanity, ask yourself these questions. What have I noticed in this last week? Have I noticed insanity, hate, and sorrow? Or have I noticed love, compassion, and understanding? Have I accepted insanity, hate, and sorrow? Or have I accepted love, compassion, and understanding? Have I given out insanity, hate, and sorrow? Or have I given out love, compassion, and understanding? Just look at the last 7 days. What's the state of your heart, of your soul, of your being, of your humanity? If you're anything like me, you've probably been a mixture of the two. Because the truth is we all belong to both tribes. But the one that is dominant is the one that will control our lives. Love of self, love of neighbour, love of God are the foundational stones of the great religious traditions. The golden rule of compassion is there at the core of them all. A classic example of this comes from the following story from the Jewish tradition. Standing on one foot. I'm not going to stand up, it would spoil the filming, but use your imaginations. A man came to talk with Rabbi Shammai, one of the most famous of all the rabbis, nearly as famous as Rabbi Hillel. I would like to convert to Judaism and become a Jew, said the man, but I don't have much time. I know I have to learn the entire book that you call the Torah, but you must teach it to me while I stand on one foot. The Torah is the most important Jewish book there is, and you, this crazy man, want to learn it while standing on one foot. Why, people spent years learning the Torah. It was not something you can learn in 5 minutes, Rabbi Shammai cried as he grew angry with the man, and he pushed the man away using a builder's yardstick he was holding in his hand. The man hurried away and found Rabbi Hillel, and he asked him the same question. I would like to convert to Judaism and become a Jew, but I don't have much time. I know I have to learn the entire book that you call the Torah. You must teach it to me while I stand here on one foot. Certainly, said Hillel, as he stand on one foot. The man balanced on one foot. Repeat after me, said Hillel. What is hateful to you, don't do that to someone else. The man repeated what Hillel had said. What is hateful to me, I won't do that to someone else. That is the whole law, said Hillel. All the rest of the Torah, all the rest of the oral teaching is there to help explain this simple law. Now go and learn it so it becomes a part of you. This is the golden rule. You'll find it in most traditions, and it's quite simple, isn't it? But I'm not sure it's as easy as it appears. Not for any of us. Fear can eat away at the very foundations of our humanity. Fear can block us from the love at the core of our all being, the love present in life. We can become afraid to risk ourselves in love. We can become afraid of what love can teach us, and we can turn away from life. Love is a universal principle. In fact, universalism preaches the gospel of love for all. There is no partiality in such love. It offers an ever-widening, deepening love. It preaches what Russell Miller has titled the larger hope. It is a love that embraces all life, engages in every aspect of existence. It's a universal love. It is born in the Come Teach Me tribe. It holds out its loving arms and says, come as you are, exactly as you are. But please remain open to loving transformation. You don't have to stay in the same condition. I am by instinct a universalist. I am at home in the Come Teach Me tribe, but I've not always made camp there. Fear has at times taken over me. I'm as human as anybody else. I have taken residence with the Go Away tribe. I have at times mistaken which tribe I was in too, actually. I have thought I was in the Come Teach Me tribe, when in truth I had taken up residence in the Go Away tribe. This has usually been when I have not wanted to spend time with the fearful and the negative, that I have somehow believed I was above these things. I have rejected the call for love because I was afraid of becoming vulnerable because of it. I have been like the priest and the Levite in the classic parable of the Good Samaritan. I have walked by on the other side because I was afraid of getting caught up in the suffering of others. I have averted my eyes. I have been unable to see what was in front of me. This is very human. I attempt each day to begin again in love, to return to love. And that begins by humbly accepting my finite humanity. I find Nepo's two tribes metaphor helpful, but like all mythos, it needs to be held lightly and not literally. There are not two types of people in this world. There is one humanity. We all belong to both tribes. The key to living in love and not to be consumed by fear is to recognise this and not to condemn our fellows when they fall short and become consumed by their own fear. To live in and by love is a solution to fear that consumes our lives. Love, though, requires effort and it requires practice. To live by love is universalism, really. It is to recognise that we're all part of the one indivisible whole. Yes, we all pull this apart at times. We all reject or push away the other in fear, but eventually we have to come back together in love or human society will completely destroy itself. How do we do this? Well, through love, through trust, through courage, and the ability to listen. These are the agencies of the heart. These are the qualities that allow us to rejoin, as Nepo describes it. He puts it this way. These are the qualities that each soul has waiting within it, like golden seeds to be watered by the strength of our kindness. This is the purpose of community, to water these seeds, and to join and to rejoin. So which tribe are you going to live from today? The come teach me tribe or the go away tribe? It matters, you know. It really does. How are you going to live today? Are you going to live in fear or in love? It's up to us. I'm going to end today's little reflection with a recasting actually of the 23rd Psalm. It's titled Psalm 23 for This Moment by Kevin Tarser. Psalm 23 for this moment. May I remember in this tender moment that love is my guide, always shepherding me toward ways of openness and compassion. I have what I need really with love at my side, above me, below me, in front of me, behind me, inside every cell of me, love infused everywhere. Just when the weight of the world I inhabit threatens to drop me in place and press my hope down into the ground beneath me, love invites me to rest for a gentle while and leads the centre of my soul to the quiet, still, restoring waters nearby that, somehow, I had not noticed. And so, love, quietly, sets me once again on its tender and demanding path. Even when the walls close around me and the cries of death echo through untold corners, gripping my heart with fear and sadness, I know that all will be well, that I will be well. When love whispers near to me, glints at the corner of my eye, rests with gentle and persistent invitation upon my shoulders. Yes, love blesses me. Even as the sources and symbols of my pain look on, love blesses me from its infinite well, and I turn and notice that goodness and kindness and grace follow me everywhere, everywhere I go. I live in a house of love, love that will not let me go. I live in a house of love and always will. Amen. So I'm going to end today's reflection with a few words of blessing. We need to bless more, you know. And we can all bless. We bless by giving our whole hearts to life. So let's begin today. Let's give our whole hearts to life. I offer these final words of blessing. May the love which overcomes all differences, which puts to flight all fears, which heals all wounds, which reconciles all who are separated, be in us and among us, now and always. Let's carry the vision of that love with us, in all that we feel, in all that we think, in all that we say, in all that we do. Amen.